Married in a hurricane. We don't talk about Bruno, no, no. We don't talk about Bruno. Good 11 minutes. Sand. Okay. Hi beauties, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to try out a viral foundation. I'm testing out this cushion foundation from TIRTIR. It's been talked about all over the internet. I'm a little bit late to the party, but I wanted to test this out and give you guys my first impressions. So if you'd like to find out more, then just keep watching. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for joining me for today's video. And if you're new to my channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button and turn on your post notifications. That way you won't miss any of my uploads. I actually purchased this foundation from Amazon a month or so ago, but I'm just getting around to filming this video, and I have this foundation in 3 shades. Yes, it took me 3 tries to get my match. Shouldn't have, but it did. So I did choose one of the 3 to try on today, and I'll tell you guys which shades I have this in. But I will swatch all 3 shades in the video to give you guys an idea of what they look like on my skin tone. I'm going to try out the foundation, and I'm going to complete my entire makeup look, and I will sum everything up at the end and give you guys my first impressions. So without further delay, let's go ahead and dive into today's video. Is anybody else hot wherever you are? Because in North Carolina, it is pretty hot right now. What's the temperature today? Hey Siri, how hot is it today?
Should be sunny today. Daytime temperatures will hover around 95 degrees, with overnight lows around 69.
I'm going to apply a little bit of lip oil from Essence in Pink Champagne while we get ready. Let's prep the skin. I'm going to start off with my JLo Beauty sunscreen. I'm only going to apply the sunscreen. I do have some other products, but I don't want to alter how the foundation looks, like glowy products. So I'm just going to apply the sunscreen today because I do plan on going out in a little bit, and the sun is still going to be out. It's pretty late right now. I'm getting started very late today. It's like maybe 5:30 p.m. and I want to take a walk this evening, and it is sunny till about 9 or so. And I still want to have a little sunscreen on my face. This is That Big Screen 30 SPF. I decided today to use the Marshmallow Primer by NYX. I actually have a dedicated video to this product on my channel, and it continues to get quite a few views. And I sometimes forget about this primer, and recently started using it again. It's just a really nice, light primer. It's affordable. It has that marshmallow feel, that soft, fluffy texture. It adds a little bit of radiance and is a pretty good primer prior to makeup. So I really like it. See that glow that it's giving me? It's nice. The foundation comes in this box. I have the foundation in 33N Macchiato, 35N Walnut, and 40N Cinnamon. So the package looks like this, and this is the lightest shade. It comes with an applicator. It opens like this, and it has this covering that I have peeped into to get a peep of the shade. I'm going to take this off now of all 3, but I wanted you guys to see what it looks like. I'm going to take that off of each of the shades right now. I started out with 33N Macchiato, felt like it was too light. Then I went to the 40N and Cinnamon, and it was too dark. So that's how I ended up with 35N, and I think that's going to be the shade. But let's swatch them so that you guys can see. So here we're going to start with 33N. I'm just swatching so that you can see the shades, and then we will wipe everything off. This is 35N. And finally we have 40N. 40N looks like it's great, but it's a little cooler. I like these two shades, but I think I'm going to go with 35N just because I kind of know how foundations work for me. Based on the fact that my chest is a little bit lighter, I kind of like to go with the shade that's in the middle. I'm going to start here and we'll see how it goes. But I decided to keep all three shades because I don't know if I'm going to be deeper sometimes in the summer and lighter in the winter, and I may want to mix some of these to get my perfect shade throughout the 12 months of the year. So I just kept all three shades. It's pretty affordable foundation. I just decided to keep them all. I'm going to take this off and I'm going to prep this section of my skin again. The directions say, take an appropriate amount with the puff and thinly spread on the skin in a gentle tapping motion. The description of this foundation is TIRTIR Mask Fit Red Cushion. Adhering cushion foundation keeps makeup fresh for long hours with lightweight powder and skincare substance. We're going to take the puff at first here, and what I have seen people do is take a little bit because this apparently goes a long way. Oh yeah, it's picking up a whole lot more than I thought it was picking up. So I took off excess there. Oh wow, it picked up a lot more than I thought it did. Oh gosh, I might have to use a sponge to go over it to blend it in. Okay, I thought I was going to use a brush to do the other side, but I have so much on here that you can barely see that I'm going to keep going so that I can spread it out. I'm going to put a little on my nose, even though I'll be going back over that with concealer. I'll take a little down the neck, but not much. Oh gosh, I can't believe how much, even though I knew it had a tendency to put a lot of product on, I still ended up with too much on this little puff. And I think part of it is you really can't see it. Normally product would sit on top and it's a black puff. You would think it would really have been visible on the puff, but it wasn't. So it looked like nothing was going on the puff, but it obviously was based on how my face is looking right now. So we're gonna apply this like I'm doing now, and then I'm gonna take a wet sponge and I'm gonna spread this out in just a moment. Because no, we've got to shear this out a little bit, guys. Okay, so give me a second and I'll be right back. So I have a beauty blender and I'm just gonna shear this out some. I'm going back with this. I'm not adding anything else. I'm just going back over everything. It picks up the light quite a bit because in my mirror, it doesn't look as bright as it looks to you guys. Like if I turn down my lights a little, see the difference when I turn down the lights? So I just want y'all to see it's not as dramatic. It's not as dramatic when the lights are down. So it's picking up a lot of light. So I still have to turn the lights up a little bit so that you can see me in the video. But I want you to know that it's really bouncing the light off quite a bit. I still think this is the right match, just based on what I can see in my mirror. even though it may look bright to you guys. Wow. And I have some left here on here. I want to kind of go back over a few places where blemishes, like hyperpigmentation. So I'm just going to go back over a few hyperpigmentation spots. Yeah. Again, this is the shade 35N Walnut. So far, so good. I was a little scared. Got a little scared. I do like this packaging. This is looking better and better as it sits too. I'm liking this. I'm liking how it feels. It feels very lightweight, and I'm liking this dewiness that I see, and it definitely, like I said, is picking up the light quite a bit. If you are a person who doesn't wear contour and bronzer and things like that, you'll have to be the judge for yourself if you're using me as a shade match about whether or not this is the match for you, or if you want to go to the 40N shade, because maybe that will work. But I think that this works pretty well. But you guys know I add other products to my face, which is what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to add my Huda Faux Filter Color Corrector in Mango. I'm going to take it over my eyelids. Natasha Denona in NY11. So good, guys. It is worth the hype. So creamy, so pretty under the eyes. Love this concealer. So good. I can't seem to put it down. Guys, I ran out of my Paula's Choice exfoliating liquid, and I can really tell a difference. I have to make it a priority to buy some more because I see so much texture on my skin ever since I ran out of that. And I don't know, I'm like, is it really the Paula's Choice? Is it because it's so hot outside? What's the problem? But I really think it's the Paula's Choice. Like, I think that just using that every single day has really helped keep the texture down on my skin. And I just see so many little fine bumps all over my face, and it drives me a little crazy. I have to get that back in my routine. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and apply a little bit of the Pat McGrath under my eye. But I'm not going to use other powders just yet because I want to apply some liquid and cream products. So I'm just gonna apply this where the concealer is right now. I love this powder, and this is the medium shade, but it just really helps give you beautiful under eyes. I'm gonna contour a little bit. We're not gonna put much. This is the Tarte Sculpt Tape in Deep Bronze. I think I'm gonna use this brush. It's a little large, but I think I'm gonna use this today. I usually use this for powder, but we're going to use it for this today. This is a Real Techniques brush, and because it's angled, I'm just going to use it for this today. I like the shape. I like this, and I've used it before. I think maybe once. Haven't used it consistently, but I want to use it again today. Okay, I'm gonna go back in the foundation. I'm just gonna bop my beauty blender just so I can really carve this out. I have one more cream product that I want to apply. This is from Melt Cosmetics in Sandy Cheeks. And I'm using a brush that technically I shouldn't be using because it is a Sonia G brush. And it is the cheek brush that goes along with this set that looks like this. And it's really natural hair, but it seems to work really well with this cream blush. And so I've been using it. And I got this blush a while ago and used it, but it's very light. It's a very natural color and it looks good by itself, but I didn't find myself reaching for it to wear alone. But recently I decided to pick it back up because I bought it and I'm really liking it with a powder blush on top. No matter what shade the powder blush is, it just seems to give a nice, beautiful dewiness to the powder blush by having the cream blush lay down underneath. We're gonna put this on first and then we'll apply a powder blush on top a little bit later. But it looks like this. It kind of looks very natural color in the mirror, but it's like an orange. It's really pretty. Now I'm gonna use the Cherry Blossom Cake powder from Huda Beauty. And I'm just going to put this all over. Oh, I love this. I'm really liking the blush. I don't know about you guys, but the blush looks really good now the powder has set it. It's beautiful. I'm going to complete my brows off camera with the Benefit Precisely My Brow, and I will be right back. My brows are cousins today, not sisters. I finally watched Encanto last night, and so like I'm just singing in my head. We don't talk about Bruno, no, no. We don't talk about Bruno. But it was my wedding day. We were getting ready and there wasn't a cloud in the sky. Okay, now next. I like this. You can see that I have a lot of yellow in my skin, so it is matching but not an exact match. But I haven't set everything with setting spray, so it can be a little bit of the powder as well that I have on powder and I haven't dusted it off. But so far so good. I'm liking how this is looking. I'm going to apply the rest of my makeup. We'll speed through this part and then I will sum everything up at the end.
Satisfied. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes. I'm reaching out for the easy high. Please fortify this strength of mine. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes. My body aches to be satisfied. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes. I'm reaching out for the easy high. Please fortify this strength of mine. My weakness comes and goes.
All right, everybody, so I'm back and we have completed the makeup look. I do want to point out to you guys, I haven't mentioned this, but I did finally reapply my Answer Keratin treatment. So we're about 1 week in maybe, and I have shampooed my hair twice since applying the keratin treatment. So this is what we're looking like. Another good application. Let's talk about my face right now. I just finished applying this. I'm not gonna do a wear test. I will comment down in the description box and update about how this wore for the rest of this evening. So I will leave it on for the rest of the evening and I will tell you guys about it in the description down below. Right now I'm feeling pretty good about the foundation. I don't know how it's going to translate when I watch this back. Looking at my monitor as well as in the mirror, I think it looks pretty good. It's not accenting fine lines. I am 50 years old and I don't think that it is accenting fine lines. I feel like it looks relatively smooth on my skin. It's giving me a nice natural finish. I don't consider this to be matte and I don't necessarily consider it to be dewy. So somewhere in between. I think that I have nice radiance right now, but I also am wearing highlighter and I have on concealer that has more radiance in it. But I feel like I have a pretty good natural finish. I do think that this is a neutral foundation. It's matching my skin tone pretty well, but I think that it is a little more neutral than my skin tone. Like I'm neutral, but I'm neutral leaning yellow. But you guys let me know what you think as far as the shade match. I think it is pretty good. I think it's pretty good. Like my hands are darker than my body here, but I feel like this is a good blend of my hands and my body. I think the 35N Walnut shade is the best match for me right now. And this is summer, and this is the best match for my summer shade. I may have to go to the lighter shade in the winter time or mix the two together. I'm not sure. But right now, I think this is a pretty good match, especially the way that I apply contour and bronzer and other products to my face. I'm really liking this and I can't wait to wear it like all day to work, because that's the true test. When you're working, moving around, doing something, when you're active and wearing a foundation and you're in and out, you're inside, you're outside, that's a true test of a foundation to be able to determine whether or not it's really a good wearing foundation. The way that it feels on my skin right now, it feels like it will be long wearing. I think that I'm leaning more towards it being a really good foundation than those individuals who didn't like it at all. I feel like it looks good on my skin right now and it feels great. So I think it's going to probably be a winner. My first impressions are really, really good. I also want to point out to you guys, I apologize in advance. I really wanted to wear more of a summer shade on my lips today. I couldn't find one that is still sold. So this is like a Marc Jacobs lip that I purchased right before Marc Jacobs went out of business. I bought a lot of Marc Jacobs and it's, I think Cora is the name of this shade, and I just really wanted to wear it, even though I'm sorry you guys aren't able to buy it. I did top it with a lip gloss that you can get. This one is by Armani, but you can't get the lipstick. So please forgive me. I need to buy some new lipsticks that are still sold. I'd like to know what you think of this foundation on me, and I'd also like to know what you think of it if you own this foundation and have worn it before. I'd love to know your thoughts as well. I will be sure to link all 3 shades in the description box in case one of the other shades was a better match for you. I don't want to say I'm floored because this is a first impression, but I am quite impressed with how this looks. Right now, I think I'm on the team that really likes this foundation, and I can't wait to put it to the test in other situations. So thank you so much for joining me for today's video. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below and I will respond. And if you've not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button before you leave. So I'll be seeing you guys again very soon in my next video. So until the next time we meet again, this is Savvy signing out.